Morning. Morning, Simcha. How are you?
Morning, Simcha. How are you?
Baruch Hashem.
Hi, Shira.
Hi.
Okay. I use this time.
Joey. I can't figure out how to do it. The other sister lives out here. Hi, good morning. Okay.
Hi, Shira.
Joshua.
Hi, everybody. So there were some complaints from your friends. There was a lot of noise the other day. So I'm going to start with everyone being muted except for me. Can I put your thumbs up if you can hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to start the lesson on time in 2 minutes. We're a little early. At the end, I'm going to give everyone a chance to say hi to each other. But for now, I'm going to keep it muted just so that everybody could feel comfortable, because for some people, there was a lot of static and there was a lot of noise. Good morning, everybody. Morning, everybody. We're going to wait 1 more minute till all our friends are here. I'm actually going to start, even if our friends aren't here, I'm going to start exactly at 10:40. Just if you're joining us now, for the beginning of the lesson, I'm going to keep everybody muted so that everybody can hear. There were some complaints on Friday that it was a little too noisy for some of our friends. I'm going to get through the lesson, and then I'm going to leave a minute or two at the end. Everyone can say hi to each other. If you have any follow-up questions, feel free to, if we have time on the Zoom lesson, you can ask some questions, or you can call me on my telephone. Okay, good morning, everybody. So this lesson's going to take about 20 minutes. If this is a time where your parents want to go and get something else done, you'll be with me for the next 20 minutes. Let's start, everybody. Shalom, Yiladim. Now, I can't hear you, but I can see you. So I would like you to answer me back, even in where you are, to the questions that I ask, because I can read your lips and see what you're saying. So when I say Shalom, Yiladim, what do you say? I saw Yosef say Shalom or Shira. Okay, Yiladim. Haggadah means to tell. Haggadah means to tell. What does Haggadah mean? To tell. So Pesach means to pass over. Haggadah shel Pesach means to tell the story of Passover. Now, why is it called Passover? Now, let's go back to the story. Hashem got ready, and he was ready to take Bnei Israel out of Mitzrayim, and Hashem said, wait, before you can be zocheh to leave Mitzrayim, you need to do a mitzvah. Now we had the mitzvah of Rosh Chodesh, and this Thursday we will celebrate Rosh Chodesh Nisan, which was the first Rosh Chodesh. And then Hashem also said, you need to do a special mitzvah called a Korban Pesach. So what that was to take a lamb, and you were going to sacrifice the lamb, and you were going to put the blood on your mezuzah, on your doorpost, and then the angel of death, when he came to kill the Mitzrim during Makat Bechorot, then they knew to, tell me, to what? He knew to pass over. He passed over the houses of the Jewish people. Okay? So Haggadah shel Pesach, you tell me what does it mean? To tell the story of Passover. Haggadah shel Pesach means to tell the story of Passover. Now, I know in school we started this, but we're going to do some of the pages again. Your parents got this. It's a little different than the one we were going to do in school. The one in school has I think like 50, 60 pages, and it takes Mora Chana all day to get it done, and Mora Rachel and Mora Shira, and we work on it all day. And when you're home with your Ima, there isn't as much time. So I made the Haggadah a little bit shorter with directions on each page. Please don't go ahead, only do what it says on the work, what to do that day. Today, you're going to be, after we get off this video, you're going to take this Haggadah out. A lot of your parents already printed it, and you're going to do the first 2 pages. So what you're going to do on this page, it gives you directions. It says decorate a border. You can draw pictures of matzah, flowers, or whatever you want. Now, I don't want it to be, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I want it to be something that has to do with Pesach. So let's think of things that has to do with Pesach. Well, we have 4 cups of wine to remember the 4 ways Hashem took us out of Mitzrayim, so we can make 4 cups of wine. Or we have 3 matzot. Let's review. What are those matzot? The top one is called Kohen. The second one is called Levi. And the third one is called Yisrael. Let's review it. The top one is Kohen. You see, I see Yosef every time listening. The top one is Kohen. The next one is Levi. The third one is Yisrael. So we have 3. How many cups of wine? How many matzot? Haggadah means to tell. See, I saw Leah say Haggadah means to tell. Pesach means to what? Passover. I saw Yaakov Bienenfeld do that. Haggadah means to tell. I was about to say Yaakov means. See, I got confused. Haggadah means to tell. Pesach means to pass over. And how many cups of wine do we have? 4. Now, how do we say 4 in Hebrew? Chad, Shtayim, Shalosh, Arba. 4 cups of wine. Okay, and how many matzot? 3. And what do we call the matzot? Kohen, Levi, Yisrael. And when we do Afikomen, which one do we break in half? The Kohen? The Levi? The Yisrael? Okay. All right, so on this page, you can make pictures. And then you're going to do this after the video. It's your work to do after the video. You make it pretty. It's yours. First, you're going to write your name. Remember, all the writing we do, l'chtov b'script, all of it in script. You can make pictures. We're going to learn in a few minutes that Pesach is the spring holiday. So in the spring, we talk about flowers, and it looks beautiful. So you can make some prachin. You can put the matzah. How many matzah? How many matzot? 3. Kohen, Levi, Yisrael. And how many cups of wine? 4. The 4 cups remind us the 4 ways Hashem took us out of Mitzrayim. He didn't just take us out quickly. He didn't just take us out with his whole hand. Hashem took us out 4 special ways. So each of the 4 cups remind us of the 4 ways Hashem took us out of Mitzrayim. Okay, so you can decorate a border. A border means around the center. Now, if you want to put some color in here, you can do that too. It's your creation, okay? The second page that you're going to be doing today is the 4 names of the holiday. So Pesach has 4 names. What you're going to do is, I wrote them already, and all you're going to do is copy it, but in script. Right here, I have it in print. This is going to help you remember the 4 names, but it's also going to help you with your script, because that's important to keep up that skill while we're away also. So what you're going to do is, it says Chag HaPesach. So you're going to copy Chag HaPesach. Now, why is it called Chag HaPesach? Everyone show me your hand. Because the angel, everyone do it. The angel, I heard Michaela say it, because the angel passed over. The angel passed over the houses of the Jewish people during what? Which Makkah? Makkah Bechorot. Let's refresh our Makkah. Dam Tzefardea. Kini marov dever shchim barad ar bechoshech makat bechorot. Those are the eser hamakot. So Hashem passed over the houses of the Jewish people during makat bechorot. So that's why it's called Chag HaPesach. Now let's go on to the next name. Chag HaAviv. Now I just talked about that. It's called Chag HaAviv because it's the holiday of the spring. Chag HaAviv because it's the holiday of the spring. Sing along with your funny Mora. Chag HaAviv, it's the holiday of the spring. Chag HaAviv because it's the holiday of the spring. Okay, so that is the reason it's also called Chag HaAviv. All right, now the third name is Chag HaMatzot. Now, why is it called Chag HaMatzot? Because when Bnei Yisrael got ready to leave Mitzrayim, and they said, oh, we need some food. We need something to eat. Guess what? They did not have time to make challah. They did not have time to make bread. They took the dough and they put it on their backs. And as they left Mitzrayim, it cooked in the hot sun. And that's why we have matzah. So that's why it's called Chag HaMatzot. Every year we put away our bread and all our chametz, and we don't need it anymore because we celebrate Chag HaMatzot, the holiday of the matzah. How many matzot do we have? Everyone show me with your fingers. How many matzot do we have? How many? Naftali, is that 3 fingers or 4? Let me see, how many? Ellie's got it, 3. Noah's got it, 3. We have 3 matzot. Let's say the names of the 3 matzot we have. Kohen, Levi, Yisrael. I see Shira doing that beautifully. Naftali, how many matzot? Let me see with your fingers. Naftali, show us. 3. Everyone sees? Naftali has 3. Noah has 3. Not Noah, Maya. See, I'm reading, it says Noah. She's using Noah's account. Okay, and the last name is the one that Mora Shira sings every time. Zman Cherutenu. Zman Cherutenu, the holiday of freedom. Hey, what do we get freedom from? Now, this is very, very important. We got freedom from Mitzrayim, from the mean king. Everyone tell me, what was the name of the mean king? Paro. I saw Liat tell me, the mean king. But do we have freedom from Hashem? Elihu, do we have freedom from Hashem? No, we have to follow the mitzvot of Hashem. Even though we have freedom from Mitzrayim and from Paro, we are still workers, avadim. I don't like using the word slaves, but we're slaves. We're avadim of Hashem. Okay? So even though we got to leave Mitzrayim and it's Zman Cherutenu, we always remember that even though we're not slaves of who? Let me hear you. Paro. We're still workers of Hashem. We are mitzvah workers of Hashem. Okay, so let's review the 4 names of the holiday. The first one is Chag HaPesach. Good job. Elihu's paying attention so nicely. Then the next name is Pesach, because everyone show me with your hand, Shmuel. Let's see. Why Pesach? Because Hashem. Show me with your hand. Good job, Shmuel. Good job, Miriam. Because Hashem passed over. Good job, Zevi and Yehuda and Akiva and Devorah. Hashem. Let's see it, Devorah. Hashem passed over the houses of the Jewish people. Now, Chag HaAviv, because it's the holiday in what season? The spring. It's the holiday of spring. And Chag HaMatzot. How many matzot, Akiva Meir, do we have? Let me see with your fingers, Akiva. How many matzot? 5 will show me 3. What are the names? Good, Akiva Meir. Good, Ariel. Good, Chana Bracha. Let's do the 3 names. Kohen, Levi, Yisrael. Which one do we break for Afikomen? The middle one, Levi. Who remembers? How come we do Afikomen so that the children don't get bored? Rosa knew that. So that the children don't get bored. Okay, Donnie knew that too. All right, now the next name, so we have Chag HaMatzot, Chag HaAviv, the spring one, Chag HaPesach, because we pass over. Now the last one, let's sing it together. Zman Cherutenu, the holiday of freedom. Yoel knew that. Usher knew that. Both ushers knew that. Donnie, tell me, Zman Cherutenu is the holiday of freedom. All right. All right, now we're going to go on. So now that you know what to do. So on the first page, you're making a what? Esty, what are you doing on the first page? I don't even see Shayna, don't worry. Esty, what do you do on the first page? You're making a border. Noam, on the second page, what are we doing? We're copying the names of the holiday. Okay? All right, Menachem, great job. All right, hello to all my friends. Okay, now we're gonna review singing the song of the order of the Seder. Seder means order. Seder means order. Let's go over all our vocabulary. Haggadah means, tell me, to tell. I see Menachem doing it. Haggadah means to tell. Yael, tell us, what does Seder mean? Seder means order. Excellent. Jonah, tell us, Haggadah means to tell. Haggadah shel Pesach means to tell the story of Passover. Okay, so now we're going to sing our Kadesh Orchat song. Okay, everyone, we're going to get out our hand motions and we're going to sing it all together. Okay, hold on. Okay, get your hands out. Kadesh, I'm going to go through it one time just telling you and as a review, and then we're going to sing it together. So Kadesh, we're holding our Kiddush cup. Remember, when we say Kiddush, we remember to say what bracha? Shechianu. Show me, when does Ima say Shechianu? When she lights the candles. Abba says Shechianu when he makes Kiddush. Okay, and when we make Kiddush, what are we doing? What's Mor Shira doing? We're leaning, because we're remembering we're like kings. Because are we slaves to Paro anymore? No, no, no. So we lean while we make Kiddush. Okay, Kiddush. Orchat, we wash our hands without a bracha. Wash our hands without a bracha. Because this time we only make a bracha and wash when we're having hamotzi. But this time we're not having hamotzi yet. We're just washing our hands for karpas. So the first thing is Kadesh, with the Shechianu and a leaning. Then we're Chat without a bracha. Leah knows it, I see it. Then we're going to have Karpas. We take a vegetable. Now, families have different traditions. Some families use leek. Some families use onions. Some families use potato. Some families use celery. In my house, we use all kinds of things because everybody has different traditions. But you find out what your family does, but everybody dips it in salt water to remember the tears of the people, the Jewish people during Mitzrayim, who didn't want to throw their babies in rivers and didn't want to spend their whole day being a slave. Okay, then we have Yachatz. We break which matzah? Which matzah? Adela, which matzah? One matzah, second matzah, or the third matzah? The second. Levi, we break the middle matzah. Okay, and then we hide it. The reason we do afikomen so the children don't get bored. Mommy, I'm so bored. We don't want the children to do that. Then we rachza, we wash our hands, and we make a bracha. Then we have motzi and matzah. We make 2 brachot over the matzah. Then maror, we have to remember how bitter it was. We dip our maror in charoset. Now the charoset is cut up apples with some like wine or grape juice in it, with nuts, and it kind of looks like what they use to make the bricks of the pyramids. So we dip our maror into the bricks to remember how bitter it was. Then we have the korach, which is the Hillel sandwich, because Rabbi Hillel said, you know what, we can celebrate and be so excited, but we can never, ever, ever forget that we don't have what anymore? The Beit HaMikdash. We have to remember and be sad about that and take a few minutes. Now, during that time, we don't lean. During Maror and Korach, we don't lean, because at those times we don't feel like king when we're thinking about how sad it was for Bnei Yisrael and how we don't have Beit HaMikdash. Then we have Shulchan Aruch, and that's when we eat our yummy, delicious meal. That's when we can have our matzah ball soup and our gefilte fish and our potato kugel. Then we have tzafud. That's when we find the afikomen. And after we have afikomen, we don't eat anything else. Okay, that's the meal's over, kitchen closed. Then we do barich, we bench, so we're going to have a bencher in our hands. Then we're going to sing Hallel. Hallel is we sing songs. We love Hashem. We praise Hashem. We sing a song to thank Hashem for all the things he did for us. And then Nirtza is when we say that we hope next year we can be in Eretz Yisrael for Pesach. Okay, so let's sing it all together. Everyone get out your hand motions. 1, 2, 3. Kadesh Urchatz, Karpas Yachatz, Magid Rachza, Motzi Matzah, Marur Korech, Shulchan Orech, Safun Barech, Hallel Nirtzah. Okay, now also I posted a video last week on our classroom where it had all those Kadesh Urchatz. So at any time you can go back with your parents' permission and go back and listen to that amazing video. It has all the songs, all the words in it, so you can make our hand motions while you follow along. The last thing I want to go over today is the Ke'ara. Ke'ara means Seder plate. Ke'ara means Seder plate. Seder means order. Ke'ara means Seder plate. Ke'ara means Seder plate. Michaela, tell me. Ke'ara means Seder plate. All right. So we have, over here, we have the Zro'ah. We have that to remind us of the Korban Pesach. Why do we eat this Zro'ah? To remind us of the Korban Pesach. Remember, Hashem told Bnei Israel, in order to leave Mitzrayim, you must give a Korban Pesach. Now, the egg reminds us of a Korban that Emir Hashem sometime soon will be able to give in the Beit HaMikdash. That's the holiday Korban called the Korban Chagigah. So the Zro'ah reminds us of the Korban Pesach, and the Beitzah reminds us of the Korban Chagigah. Then, these two are bitter herbs, and they both remind us how, let me hear the word, bitter it was. And then we have the karpas that we dip in salt water to remember their tears and how sad they were that they had to work all day. And then we have the charoset to remember the, show me, what did they have to make? Bricks with this yucky dough, the plaster that would get in their eyes and get in their nose and get in their ears, and then they weren't allowed to go take showers. It was yucky. The people were not happy. Okay, so we have all those things on the Ke'ara, which means, tell me, Seder plate. Ke'ara means Seder plate. And we have the Zro'ah to remind us of the Korban Pesach. We have the Beitzah to remind us of the Korban Chagigah. We have the bitter herbs to remind us how bitter it was. We have the karpas to remind us of the tears. And we have the charoset to remind us of the bricks they made. Okay. All right, so everybody knows what you're supposed to be doing in the Haggadah? Page 1 and page 2. Show me, which page? Page 1 and page 2. Now, how do you know which page it is? Okay, I'll show you a trick. Your motor wrote the number on the top of the page. So this page is number what? Can you read it? Number 1. And this one is number 2. So on this page, you're making a border. And on this page, you're just copying the words. And while you're copying it, you can think of, oh, why did my motor say it was called Chag HaPesach? Oh, because they passed over. And why was it called Chag HaMatzot? Because they didn't have time to make the matzah. And why was it called Chag HaViv? Because it's the, let me hear you, spring holiday. Yona knows it. And why is it called Zman Cherutenu? Because it's the holiday of freedom. Let me see your freedom dance. The holiday of freedom, the holiday of freedom. Leah, I'm waiting for your freedom dance. The holiday of freedom, Zman Cherutenu. Okay, so you guys did a great job. I'm going to give you 15 seconds where everyone can say hello to each other. I know you're going to see each other again in Mrs. Schulman's amazing math class. I want to thank Morachana for joining us. You are so lucky because Morachana made you a great video to watch later today for your Ivrit. She's teaching you when you take a word and how you can make it plural. That means more in Hebrew. So thank you, Marachana. I'm going to take everyone off mute. Don't scream. You can wave and say hello, but if you scream, I'm going to have to mute you again because it gives people headaches, okay? Just say hello. Oh, you know what? Marcia's using a laptop. I'm used to using an iPad. I'm touching it and it's not working. Everyone say hello.
Hi.
Say hello to all my family.
I'm looking for you. Hi, Donnie.
Hello, Shirley. Hi, Asha.
I'm gonna say my name.
Hi, Donnie. Hi, Adela. Hi, Yonala.
Jonah.
Hi, all right, everyone. Have a wonderful afternoon. Please remember to listen to your Umas and Abbas. Bye, Eliyahu. Hi, Baruchala. Hey, remember to listen to your parents and do your work as soon as they say. Everyone, have a great day.